We are officially less than a week away until the new season of Love During Lockup is here. This long-ass 4-month hiatus is finally over with, and I really hope WeTV doesn't do that to us ever again. But in the meantime, I want to talk about what some of these cast members have been up to. First, starting off with Deontay. His girl, Addy, she was arrested on November 8th at 5:30 in the morning after she was alleged to have assaulted a family member. And a lot of people had assumed that it was likely Deontay because she had moved from another state to be with Deontay. She didn't have any family that lived in Virginia where she was arrested. And she ended up having a court date on Friday morning, and she ended up getting the case dismissed. The disposition was nolli prosequi, and in Latin that means we shall no longer prosecute, and that means that they either did not have sufficient evidence, or they had new favorable evidence or resource allocation, and they ended up dismissing the case. I mean, they did note that they can always refile the case in the future, but at the time they don't feel it's reasonable to move forward with this case. And next I want to talk about Mandy and Maurice. So I just talked about them a few weeks ago after Mandy posted this picture of Maurice, and I couldn't help but notice the aluminum foil between them. And I'm sorry, like, as a former drug user, to me that looks like they're smoking something. That's just my opinion. That's just what it's giving. But I asked you guys what you thought. Some people, actually a lot of people, thought that they were smoking something they shouldn't have been smoking. And other people said, hey, I think it's just them like using a ghetto ashtray and just ashing their cigarettes or their blunts on that. So I ended up bringing that up in my video. I'm like, yeah, some people think that it's cigarettes, and I'm not ruling that out entirely, but, you know, I also think it could possibly be other things. And Mandy ended up responding, and she said that she has never smoked a cigarette in her life. So that does not sound like that is an ashtray at all, like some people were assuming. And now it's got me leaning even more towards the side that it may be something it shouldn't be. This is Mandy's excuse. She said, y'all never had barbecue before? Y'all never had meat or corn wrapped in foil, burnt from the smoker or grill? Y'all want something to talk about? My husband is under a doctor's care constantly. He takes medication for his condition, which means he's always getting blood drawn. And me, I have never smoked a cigarette. So y'all just talking. This the only response y'all getting, and I didn't even know about it till someone sent it. But y'all have a happy holidays, and remember, if that had anything to do with drugs, and I'm so aware y'all think it would have been posted, make it make sense. And yes, watch real good. We will be getting a house come 2026. Can't wait for y'all to see all our blessings. She's been saying she's gonna get a house for like 4 years now. I think ever since she's like came in the picture with Marie, she's been claiming she's gonna get a house every single year. But I mean, I didn't see no barbecue sauce on that foil. And after her saying that it was for barbecue and corn, like what little ass pieces of meat are you wrapping up with that little piece of foil? You like a half a rib? Are you wrapping up like one meatball with this? Like, what is going on? Does this look like a barbecue foil to you guys? You guys let me know what you think. And after Mandy's recent post she made of Maurice just sitting there and he could barely keep his eyes open. It was giving like weekend at the Bernie's type shit. Like somebody was just trying to hold up his dead body from behind. He was sitting there and he couldn't even keep his eyes open. He looked so out of it as he's throwing up the Crip signs. It's like, okay, after getting shot, you would think you would stop throwing up gang signs after that. Next, I want to talk about Ashley. She finally gave birth to her daughter a few days before New Year's Eve. She said she's here. My placenta abrupted, but me and baby girl are safe and healthy. She's breathing on her own, and thank you all for the prayers. She said, we went to take my car to the dealership this morning to get some work done. On the way back to the house, I started having severe pain. It was like a contraction that never went away. Thank God my man was with me. Doc said it could have been a really bad outcome if we didn't catch it in time. He held my hand through it all and kissed my forehead and talked me through breathing. I finally got that experience. And a lot of people are wondering, like, what boyfriend is this? The baby's daddy? No, she actually left him. I don't know. She probably left him like 4 or 5 months ago. Maybe it's been about 6 months now. It's been a while. She left him because she said that he was an alcoholic, he was a cheater, and then she said, like, just like a week before she gave birth to this baby, that she had been talking to this guy, and a lot of people are like, ooh, is this your new boyfriend? And she's like, no, we're just in the talking stage. We're taking it slow, but she's bragging about, like, how he was rubbing her feet and cooking for her. And then a week later, after she gave birth, she went through that birthing experience with him by her side, she started calling him her man. So things definitely moved fast between them. Ashley's definitely one of those people that moves fast. She's the type to pull up to a second date with a U-Haul. But at least she had somebody there with her while she did give birth. It sounds like she hasn't had that experience before. So congratulations. I guess the baby was a month early, and she said she wasn't prepared to, like, have to take off work already. And now I have some unfortunate news to share about Kristianna's mother. She unfortunately passed away on Halloween. Unfortunately, we don't have any details on what caused her to pass. She was 63 years old at the time of her passing. We know that she's had a lot of health problems over the years, because that was one thing that Kristianna was always very emotional about talking about, because she said, oh, I don't want to go to prison and this be the last time I see my mother. Luckily, when her mother did pass away, Kristianna is a free woman, so I'm sure she was hopefully able to attend her funeral. I haven't been able to find anything on social media that Kristianna has said about her mother's passing, but I did come across this post from her sister, who was on the show with, you know, her and John, and the sister that lived with John while she was locked up. And this is what the sister had to say. She just shared an old memory and talked about how much she misses her mother. My heart goes out to Kristianna and her sister and the rest of their family members. Rest in peace to Kristianna's mother, Tammy. And now let's talk about Monique, because she's out here calling out Joel because she claims she is still bothering her to this day.
You know how much of a bother ass bitch you gotta be to keep creating fake Facebook pages to inbox a hoe that keep blocking you? You hoes need a life for real. That's how I know you dumb, broke, dust ain't got shit going on, because y'all worried about a motherfucker that ain't worried about y'all. That's why y'all in the position y'all in now. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking gambling holics. But yeah, like, y'all bitch weird. Like, don't nobody be thinking about y'all. Y'all sitting up here stalking me, buying a wig. You dusty, crusty, bad wig assholes. Y'all been doing weird shit for the past 2 years, going down to the courthouse filing fake restraining orders and all type of shit. Meantime, filming a whole TV show, not thinking about you dumb, broke, bum, for real.
But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.